Good morning. It's day 17 and I'm heading into work today. I don't have to be there quite as early this morning because it's not a regular teaching job. So that's great. Got to lay in a little bit. As far as my reading last night, I only got 20 minutes read before I had to call it a night. And so I did have to carry over 31 minutes. And then I had to add my daily hour, and I went and looked at the number of pickups I had for last Monday, and it was 60 exactly. So I have to add another hour. So today I need to read 2 hours and 31 minutes. Yes, this is obviously getting a bit ridiculous. So I don't know why I do these things to myself. It's ridiculous. But I wanted to reflect a little bit on my pickups yesterday, because the whole point of this is to really think and be cognizant of how many times I pick up the phone. Because I'm not worried so much about the intentional pickups, the pickups for vlogging, the pickups for looking something up because I am doing a research on something, or, like pickups where they're really intentional. I'm not worried about those so much. It's more like when I'm mindlessly picking up my phone and just scrolling and randomly looking at things or just playing with it because I'm bored or I don't have anything to do. And yesterday I noticed when I was tired was when I picked up my phone. So when I came back from the graduation party and I wanted to be reading, but I was feeling sleepy, that's when I started scrolling. I started watching just little clips that really had no meaning. They were fun to watch, but obviously I didn't need to watch them, but it was because I was tired and I knew I didn't have the energy to read. I know that a lot of times when I've had a long day of work and I'm just feeling oversaturated, I tend to scroll then too. That's technically tired also. So I'm wondering if most of my scrolling comes from when I'm tired, when I'm not feeling refreshed, when I'm feeling like I just want something to do, but I don't have enough energy to do other things. And that was an interesting thought. It was an interesting thought because, I do it mindlessly typically, so I don't really think about why exactly I'm picking up my phone. So I've got to figure out ways to counteract that. Maybe it would be just getting up and going for a walk. Maybe it would be doing a fitness martial exercise. Maybe like when I'm feeling tired in those moments, what are other ways I can rejuvenate myself that's not just fooling around on my phone? So yeah, that was interesting. It was interesting. And I'm going to keep doing this experiment just because I want to be more cognizant of the amount of times I pick up my phone and what exactly is pushing me to pick up my phone. And we have gotten to the meat of the actual mystery in this, and it is a live murder that our 4 septuagenarians are going to try and solve. And it has to do with one of the people that has worked on this retirement home. It's not that jerk that I was telling you about. He's not the one that died or was murdered. It was someone else. But of course, there's going to be implications because that jerk and the person who died had a big argument the day before, or like hours before the guy who was murdered. So I'm not going to go into any more detail about the murder, but that was just right at the very beginning, and it is the main part of the plot, but I don't want to give anything away. Obviously, I don't know anything yet. I am really enjoying the humor of this a lot. I'm really enjoying the characters so far. They're just quirky and fun. I think I'm going to really, really like this.
Okay, so it has been an amazing, fun, sweet day. I got my school yearbook for the kids, and we did yearbook signings for the 5th graders. So I got a chance for them to all sign my yearbook, and that was super, super sweet for both classes. They all got to sign it. And then I was one of the dunk tank. Actually, from my class, I was the dunk tank person. And my class has pretty good aim. So I got dunked at least 10 times, if not more. And every single time I was like, even though I'd already been dunked, you think that it would just rip off the Band-Aid, it would be fine. It still was the anticipation. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. And the kids were really glad. It was so cute though, because I definitely had a handful of girls who were like, no, I don't want to. I feel guilty. And I was like, go for it. Just aim. Go for it. They were aiming off on purpose. Like they were trying not to hit it. I'm gonna miss all these little kids. Like not just my 5th graders, but all the kids. Because who knows where I'm gonna be next year. Most likely won't be at this school because everybody wants to work at this school. I was told by the principal today, she's like, yeah, we have 8 people on the wait list to get in here. And I'm like, really? That's not good news. Because, I want to work there. Oh well, what are you going to do? I'm going to find the perfect home for me and make new connections, make new relationships, and I'll be happy wherever I go, hopefully. Or at least it'll be a good foot in the door. That's what I'm thinking.
it is late and I was really distracted today. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to. I'm currently on page 90 and I have an hour and 7 minutes to carry over to tomorrow, which means I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of time to read tomorrow, but I should be getting home a little earlier tomorrow, although I have other stuff to do. Like no, I'm not going to worry about it tomorrow. It's like my final day of school, even though I'm not working for it, but I'm going to go spend the day with the kids and that'll be lovely. Yeah, so I'm just not going to push it tomorrow. Come Wednesday, I can start pushing it and doing the things I need to do now that school's out for summer. But I gotta get caught up in my reading. An hour and 7 minutes. I've been having a hard time the last few days keeping up. What else is there to add to this? I'm so having fun with these characters. I like these characters. They're very endearing. I can see that I'm gonna easily form attachments to them. And that will make their age difficult because I'm sure that there are things that are going to come up. I like the way this is paced. I think it's very interesting. The chapters are pretty short, so we're jumping around between the journal and some different perspectives, but everything is done in, aside from the journals, everything is done in third person, I think. I can't wait to start putting everything together in my mind and figuring out who done it, because it can't be the obvious choice, right? It has to be somebody else. Anyways, I'm exhausted. I'm going to head to bed. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you can see what happens tomorrow. Day 18. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I've made it 48% of the way through Devolution. So I'm almost halfway on that. And that has to be done by the 25th. So does Jade Legacy or some other book that has water on the cover. Although it'd be better if it was Jade Legacy because that has to be done by the 28th. So yeah, I haven't been doing any reading for that, but I figure after tomorrow, I will have more time for reading, right? I hope so. All right, now I'm really going to bed. Good night.